Hey guys, all right, so I just got back from my walk. I had some profound realizations. I'm gonna do this video in two parts. In this video though, what we're going to talk about is free will and destiny. How, if you're destined if your soul has a soul contract, then how is it that you have free will here on this earth? Like, how does free will and destiny work? And you know, the best way for me to answer that question, and I always give real life examples on this vlog. So here's an example. Free will, we all have the freedom to do what we want in this lifestyle, in this life. You can be a serial killer, you can be a nurse. It's up to you. I mean, that is your free will. Now, what happens so how do you connect free will with destiny, and what's the difference? So what we are destined or ordained to do by our soul, because our soul is ever living, right? Is decided before we come into this physical body. It's already decided. And where is it decided? Where does that information reside? In our Akashic records. So what happens when we have many life changes, transitions, growth in our span of, let's say we live for 100 years, okay? So in that 100 years, you're gonna go through so much growth and so many changes in your life. So what's happening every time you go through a cycle of growth, the purpose of that cycle is to get you aligned with your destiny. Now, how does that work? How does that happen? Imagine this. Imagine that you are, so imagine your soul, right? So you're going through life and all of a sudden you begin to feel uncertain. You begin to feel lost, and you're like, oh my God, we've all been through this, right? Where you're like, oh my God, who am I? What am I doing in this life? What is my purpose? What the hell is going on? Is my life the way I want it? You begin to look into your purpose. We've all fallen into that. So what's happening when you begin to ask, who am I? That is a change cycle happening in your life. At that point of that question, like, who am I? Imagine this. What's happening is your soul is expanding. Okay, so let's give your soul a color. Let's give your soul the color of orange. Okay, I'm really into, I wish I had my carnelian stone right now. I don't know what it's called, but I'm loving it. It's beautiful to me. So imagine, just visualize the color. Your soul is like, let's say like out to here, because your aura is pretty big, right? So it's inside you, it's outside of you. Now, when you start questioning, who am I? Like, what do I want in this life? That you're going through a cycle of growth in your life. And the reason I say growth and the way your soul helps you is so instead of being this big, imagine the color orange in your soul now being more expansive. So your soul has expanded. Why does it expand? Because of timelines. So your blueprint in your Akashic records, your soul's desire and purpose on this earth is in timelines, okay? So when you go through this, when your soul becomes expansive, you begin to ask those really important questions. It's your soul urging you. It's a soul urge that you ask those questions and go within. So when your soul expands, it does not only expand. So imagine this orange color. It goes straight to the dimension of like the Godhead And it also goes straight into the dimension of where your Akashic records are. Now, I don't know what dimensions they are. I'm not that great at channeling. I'm just a little good. I mean, I do my thing. But I feel like the 12th dimension came up, but I have no idea what that meant or if that's right, okay? So what happens is your soul's color, so let's say, sorry, your soul, so the color orange, it sends out the rays and it connects with the Godhead. The Godhead is all of consciousness, okay? So it connects with your Godhead. It also connects with the planet, with the stars, the planets, the whole ether. It also connects with your Akashic records, okay? So when this connection with your Akashic records happens, it feels like a jolt. And you begin to feel dissatisfied in life. You begin to feel like I said, like, what the hell am I doing? Am I happy in my job? What am I not happy with right now? Am I happy with the food that I eat? Are the people that I'm socially interactive with, like, am I happy with my social interactions in my circle? You begin to question. Now, during this question, now that's your destiny. Okay, so your soul is aligning you with your destiny. Now that you're asking these questions because your soul has urged you to, here's where free will comes in. Free will, I pulled this card from my Oracle deck. It's called the Wisdom of the Oracle, and this is what free will feels like. So now destiny has brought you to something that is going to be like this card. It's going to be like a fork in the road, okay? So when you see, and look, it's so weird. I have been talking about forks nonstop for the few days. If you watch my vlogs and my TikTok videos, you'll know what I mean. Anyways, all right, so see this fork? I am going to call this fork your soul. So that is your destiny. Within the consciousness of this fork is your Akashic record and your true purpose of what you're ordained and what you're here to do. So here's where your free will comes in. See all of these arrows and see this confused little guy? And do you see how this guy, like this llama, is actually like almost, it looks like he's attached to this fork because it's consciousness, but look, he's almost in his mind and he's listening to this monkey like, which way should I go? And this monkey's like, his mind, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? If you go, should you go this way? Should you go this way? Should you go this way? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And even though our soul is not going to guide us, our mind will. This little monkey brain is gonna take you into, that's your free will part. The soul's gonna stand back like this fork. It's gonna ground you. It's holding on to you. It is the mothership. But this monkey mind is going to either put you on the easiest path for your highest good or the hard path. And that is your choice. That is going to come from your experiences, the way you were raised. Like, there is so much involved in the decisions that we make as humans. If we don't do our soul work and we don't look at judgment, we're not as present, then most likely you're going to take the monkey's path. You're going to take the harder path. It's going to be there's going to be pain involved in it, probably suffering, until you get to where you need to get. Because the fork is always with you. The fork never leaves. See, the monkey's not attached to the llama. The fork is, though. Is that a llama? I don't know. But the fork is, though. The fork is never going to leave your side, nor is it ever going to judge your decision. But that monkey brain will put you on the path of easy or the path of hard. That is your free will, and that's your decision. And that is how destiny and free will are imbalanced. There's not one greater than the other. They are in balance, and they're created by God, by the universe, for you to experience emotions and feelings, to come to peace and love. Bye.